unwillingness to trade back into this volume imbalance, and this fair value gap actually acting as my last line of defense, because we also have this BC here and this bullish order block. But because we are in the premium, this bullish order block might not be that strong, unlike this bullish order block, right? Because we are in the premium. So I'm just looking at this fair value and this imbalance as well, but I would prefer price leaving these imbalances. Now, if you were watching the video, the weekly commentary, right, I said that I didn't want to see price trading back into this imbalance here, this fair value gap coupled with this volume imbalance, so this entire imbalance here. And I said that this BC here is my last line of defense. However, I would much appreciate if it did not come and trade back here. Now on Monday, we opened high, made it that trader swing, we went buy side, Friday's high, then rallied low. Then Tuesday we did not take out Monday's high, so it created what? A swing high. On Tuesday, we ran this short-term low, Friday's low, and lower half of that fair value gap, but still failed to close inside the fair value. The body close failed to close inside the fair value gap. What does that tell you? That tells you that price is unwilling to actually trade lower, which is something that I want to see. Remember, I said I would prefer to see these gaps here left open, right? Because that will confirm that we are in a strong bullish order flow. So immediately on Tuesday, making this low here. Remember, on Monday you'd expect to see Tuesday running Monday's high, right? But it failed to do that, so that means, and also the second thing is we have this swing low here. You see that the swing low, we already ran swing low and closed outside this imbalance, this fair value gap, which is also which is a confirmation that we are not, price is not willing to even trade lower. So I should expect on Wednesday, I should expect a midweek reversal seeking Monday's high and Tuesday's high. On Tuesday we saw that we opened, we traced back into that imbalance and started and we had a strong bullish expansion to the buy side. So what does that mean? So we have a low, high, lower low, higher high. So what is that? This is my bullish breaker, right? So with my bullish breaker in mind, right, which is this entire body here, I can label that and just so the high of this up close candle here, it's the consequent encroachment of this week's high, this down close candle's week's high. That is the consequent encroachment. So if we see sorry, if we do trade lower, if we do if price does offer sell side, I'll be looking at the consequent encroachment of this gap here of this week. And if we do trade lower, I'll be looking at the high of this candle, because that could also form a fair value gap. But I would prefer to see price actually creating a fair value gap, and that fair value can be treated as a breakaway gap. So I don't want to see price actually trading back to the high of this down close candle here. And if I am really that bullish, I don't want to see this swing low here being traded back to. So that means my bias is bullish, not my narrative, but my bias. Let's make money. Let's make money. So if you watch the commentary on the weekend, you probably should know that I'm bearish for the time being, and my draw is this low here, this short-term low here, this relative equal lows. Why? Because we've already done the damage here. Buy stops were raided. So where is the next smooth point of liquidity? It's this relative equal lows here. And for the fact that we also have this relative equal lows, so that makes a high a point of interest for me to start looking for entry, for a sell. These relative equal lows here were just too smooth for me. Remember on Monday we had already run buy side, right? So the next drawn liquidity will be this relative equal lows. We created more liquidity on the downside of the market. So when I saw this happening, then I traded my sell here. My TP was, I wanted to see price trading back here, but I think my TP was around this low here, because I was not quite sure that we could actually trade there, but we actually did trade there. And if you can check the low of this candle here, just right at the consequent, that daily BC's consequent encroachment, you see price failed to close inside the lower half, the right of that daily BC. However, we wicked, ran sell side, and we had a strong displacement above. So that means what? We are expecting to see we're expecting to see a bullish price on Wednesday, a midweek reversal. And what would price be looking for? Smooth buy side, smooth buy side, smooth buy side. Now because already we had already done the job here, and the daily BC acted as our support, and you can clearly see here it failed to offer sell side. This low here, it kept on failing to offer sell side. During the Wednesday, during the London session, we ran the short-term low, traded back into the fair value gap, made a higher high, right? Traded back into that bullish order block, and we saw price rally. When did this rally happen? During that 8:30. So meaning here the job is done. Sell side has already been taken. We have buy side remaining, and we saw that happening. Now with where we are at right now, and look at that. If you remember that breakaway gap, this is just beautiful. We saw what speed above that, so that means that we are really on a bullish order flow, and to trace back to that bearish order block, I mean break that inversion fair value gap, the previous breakaway gap during 10:45. So that's an entry on its own. That's an entry on its own. That's a scalp. So remember this line here, it's what the high of the bullish breaker, right? Because you have a high, we have a low, high, lower low, higher high. So that becomes my bullish breaker. So meaning this area here is my sensitive spot, right? This area here is sensitive to me. So I can remove this, and I can just point out this inversion fair value, which will become my so this is gonna be my balance price range. So if we do trade back, I want this to act as my last line of defense. I want to see the lower half of this gap here left open. So with everything pointed out, I don't want to trade back here. I don't want to see price even thinking of coming here, no. But however, This is my point of interest. If we do trade low, if we do see an insight delivery of price, I want to see how price reacts on this inversion fair value gap, this bar, which is now a balanced price range. So for now, during the London session before the pre-market open, I'm bearish, and this is my point of interest. I don't want to see price rebalancing this entire gap. However, I'm interested at the consequent encroachment of that gap. So I'm just gonna point that out. Yeah, I can remove this. So that's it for me. I'm just gonna wait for pre-market. Yeah, so yeah, man, join the Discord. Yep, we have finally started. Let's make some money, man. Let's make money. Okay, this is our 9:30, the opening candle. Now during the pre-market session, we have those those higher highs, those short-term highs, so that could be liquidity as well. So the market could actually come and run those lows. Did I say highs? Jeez, would want to come and run those lows as a form of liquidity. Then, but we are inside that balanced price range that I talked about in the morning. We've only just wicked inside the upper half of the balanced price range, and we have liquidity resting below there. So I'm waiting to see how we react, but if I see speed above this high here, then I'm bullish and I'm seeking the highest high. Let me show this. So we ran sell side. I think this is during the 8:30 news event created that wick. So this wick here, this candle here, it's very important to me, right? I want to see we've ran sell side liquidity, and we are inside that balanced price range. So for me now, it's just to relax and just wait and see how price trades around this balanced price range. But if I am bullish, my first draw will be this short-term high and the premium CB and the short-term high as well. So let me just point that out. There. I'm just gonna point out the consequent encroachment of this wick. Since I'm bullish, I'd prefer to see price not trading below this low here, but it can do that. This is during the this is the so this is what happened. So we have that CB there, traded low. So until I trade above the CB, I am bearish. The CB here is the one that with all those, with all shit, what's going on? Those relative equal highs, you see them? Yeah. Remember I said I would prefer to see price not trading back into this low. However, we've ran sell side, and I want to see strong bullish candles seeking buy side and actually trading above this down, this down, fuck, the down close of this candle here. I'd prefer to see price not trading past this low here, so I'm just gonna leave that like that. We have that CB. This CB here. I'm just gonna remove this for now. It doesn't matter how bullish it is, until I find my buying, until I get a buying opportunity, I'm not entering any trade at all. Jeez. Now, even though I'm looking at this high, I wanna see here. This is a 5-minute bullish order block. If we do see displacement above, we've already ran those short-term lows, right? We've already ran short-term lows. And you see how price is struggling to close below this low here, the short-term low. Even though we're weakening outside, but the bodies keep on closing above this low here. So that's a good indication. It's a good indication. Price is unwilling to trade lower, because I would really prefer to see this low being left open. However, it can trade back there, but I would prefer not to see that. Yeah, I want to see speed. I want to see this this imbalance here being left with speed, leaving this imbalance here with speed. I don't want to see it consolidating back into this imbalance here. I would prefer not to see that, because I want to use this imbalance here as an inversion favorably gap. maybe we might get an opportunity during the macro. You see this, and also if you pay attention to the bodies keep on closing on the lower half of it. So for me, I don't like that. I prefer to see price closing above, but because we have this very shorter block, you can use this very shorter block here to show that strong displacement above this consecutive down close candles, which on the 5-minute time frame, it's a single down close candle. But I'm gonna wait for the macro and see, maybe I can get a possible entry. And with price failing to close, if you check the main threshold of this bullish order block, you can clearly see that price is failing to close below that. So that's a good confirmation. I want to see speed. I want to see us passing this this imbalance here and seeing speed above. Then I'll be drawn to that imbalance there. However, I'm gonna take partials. It's important to take partials, man. Like this short-term high. Have this relative equal highs here. It's a nice place to get partials done. Now here, I don't want to see us actually exactly. Now, speaking of this high here, especially this week, a week, it's an imbalance. So I want to see us passing the consequent encroachment of this wick with speed. That's something that I want to see happening in the market. But it seems to be like this imbalance here, it's holding price from actually trading above that high. So there isn't any entry yet. If you haven't joined the Discord, man, join the Discord. You're gonna have fun. I'm looking at the bodies. The bodies are telling me that it's not willing to trade lower. So for me, that's good. That's good. I'm just waiting to see us breaking past this imbalance here. It has been struggling. It has been really struggling. So I'm just gonna wait it out. I think this high here is also nice for a partial. I think it is. Does it at least offer me 40 points? Yeah, a little bit of it, but then my stop loss will be just below this down close candle here, and also this is what a bearish order block. So my stop loss will be just there. I'll be risking 20 points to make 20 points to make full, so ratio is like 1:2. Then I'll be taking my first partial. I think this is a nice spot just for a bread and butter setup. Like, oh, it's hot. I don't wanna lie, it's hot. Jeez. Maybe we might see a sign of volatility during the 950 1010 micro. It's possible. Yeah, I can remove this. It's cool. And this as well. What are you planning, guys? What are you planning? So this was also our 930 open as well, and since we are trading below 930, it's good. I wanna buy below 930. But if we trade above it, that's a confirmation that, hey man, we're going for buy side. It's crazy, eh? And when it leaves, yeah, man, it's leaving. I'm telling you, the time it's gonna decide to leave. I'm gonna see that. Man, if you have not joined the Discord yet, you're missing out. so hot, my phone is even overheating, man. It's crazy. Because we have short-term lows above the consequent encouragement of this candle here of this week, I can still allow price to trade back into this relative equal lows, the short-term lows, then start seeing that speed and start trading higher. It's hot. Yeah. And we just hit macro. Oh yeah, we did. Twenty. I think because we ran the short-term lows here, it's possible that it could even leave this the short-term low. It's possible. I'm not saying it will, but I wanna see those strong bullish up-close candles forming. Because US 500 has already ran those stops, those short-term lows. So we have divergence. So that means, but this can only be true if I pass this BC here. I mean this series. We have that small fair value gap. You see it? I don't know if you see it, but I see it. You see this fair value? Let's see if price is willing to use this BC here to run back those short-term highs. Because we also have a low. See the short-term lows, high, lower low, higher high. But this one, it's weaker. Why? Because it's still inside in this range here. So this is not a high probability entry to decide to enter, because we still have sell stops resting below here, and we have this BC as a oh, this it's what. Let me just leave it like that. You don't want to find yourself in this situation, man. You don't want to find yourself in this situation. The reason I want to see speed passing by this consecutive down close candles here is because this can only be a breaker, right? It can only be a bullish breaker if we do see speed and close outside of those highs. Why? Because we have a low, high, lower low, and I'm also at what? And I'm also in that balanced price range. So, man, everything is ticking, man. Everything is just saying yes, yes, yes. Because if you check on the 5 minute time frame, yeah, like those spots are so sweet. Let me just show you. I want to show you. See those highs? See those highs? So those are areas where I can take what? Partials at, and aiming for those relative equal highs, and even passing those relative equal highs and looking at that premium fair value gap. But I'm just waiting to see how we leave this balance price range. I want to see speed. Are they really telling me that we might actually come are they really telling me that we're gonna come across the new a high resistance liquidity profile today? I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. At least give me an opportunity to like grab 40 points. So as I try. We are experiencing high resistance liquidity market. I'm heading nowhere. Now I keep traveling, traveling, looking for love. You got me looking for love. Oh, I can't deny. Hard as I try. I can't deny. Hard as I try. So when I see what smooth sell side, I want to see the 10 and 10 o'clock candle creating what? It's an open, low, high, close. So this is just smooth liquidity resting here. So if we actually do run sell side first, I'm gonna go for an entry, man. I'm definitely bullish. This is what I'm talking about. So we have that open, low, now I'm looking for that high. If you want, it's just with me. Baby, can you hold me down? What's the low of this candle? Oh, sorry. It's 21624.8, and this one is 21624.6. You do nothing that's crazy. I don't let nobody dish you on my purse. Like a lady. Yep, we've ran sales, we've ran buy stops, sell stops. So now I wanna see displacement now. I wanna see us seeking all this liquidity here. Those buy stops and that high there. But I wanna see speed. I want to see speed. I think we're ready to start running higher now. So I'm looking for higher prices. I will never make you do that thing that's crazy. I will never body this you on my place. I spit on my shoe like a lady. Now if we close out above this high here, right, and we trade back into this imbalance here, I'm taking that trade. Why? I'm buying below the open of the 10 a.m. The 10 a.m. open, but only if it closes above here, the 10 a.m. open. Actually, I would prefer if you create a gap, leave that gap open. If it does create that gap. That's what we know for. Somebody stressing. But because the bodies keep on closing below the 10 a.m. open, even if it came here, I won't enter the trade because it's a low probability for me. Price could actually continue rallying lower. But because we have a gap, you see that gap there, I'm going to highlight the entire thing. Yes. You see that gap? Yeah, that volume imbalance there. So I'm gonna highlight the entire thing here. So the wicks for me don't actually have much damn. It's refusing, man. Yeah, we are really experiencing high resistance liquidity market. It's crazy. What do you say? That's why this was a low probability, and so if I were to enter here, I'll be stopped out. Oof. Let's go. Just hit the consequent encroachment of that balance price range. Okay, it's cool. The further down I go, it means the more profit I'm gonna have. But I think I'm gonna take my first partial here. Until an offer is offered, I'm not entering any trade. Damn. Nice, buy stops resting there. Beautiful. Continue, don't my big deeds. Yeah, it's reality saying, hey man, I wanna drop. I can only be bullish if I pass this high here. That's only when I'm bullish, but at the moment I'm bearish. So exhausted. I was in a black bandana. Now this candle just closed. Even though we wicked, but we closed where? Let's see. Above the consequent encroachment of this balance price range. So still saying I wanna go there, but you can never know. Broski is not willing to offer me anything today, man. I want to see how the next 15 minutes candle closes, but I prefer to see it closing also above the consequent encroachment of the balance price range. Sometimes you just have to be patient. Patience, man. Patience is key. If the market is not offering you anything, then don't do anything. If I'm bullish now, please leave this gap open. Please do that. Leave this gap open. I would prefer to see this gap being left open. I love how we closed above this fair value gap. Now I think it's ready to start running for those highs. I think now it's ready. I'm just gonna enter a single trade here. If it offers me any, if it trades back to that imbalance, that fair value gap. But if it doesn't, man, and leave those gaps open, I'm bullish. I'm bullish. I am bullish. It's one of those times where you just need to be patient. Trading back into the imbalance. But I think the only time I'm gonna be able to enter a trade is this candle here if it closes above the 10 a.m. open. If it decides to retrace, I'd prefer to see this gap here, this inversion level, also the balance price range being used to run those buy stops. Because I'm confident that we could actually be bullish. We have a small fair value gap here, but I just don't like how the body's closed inside that. I don't want that. And sometimes it just needs you to be disciplined in a way that if anything does not support your model, you just do nothing. You just sit back and wait. So we are like left with 8 minutes before then the 15 minutes candle closes. But I want to see it closing above this high here, the swing high. Because if that happens, that means it's an engulfing, right? So yeah, we are bullish. We are bullish. I'm looking at the 15-minute time frame, and both of the bodies closed on the upper half of the balance price range. So that's good for me. That's good. That's telling me that it's unwilling to continue selling. But if we do leave these gaps open, oh man, we are bullish. We are crazy bullish. I'll be ready to take on a trade. Nice. Now we have that previous inversion, that fair value gap. Now closing above that, I'm just gonna get ready to buy. Just gonna open my paper trading account. So I'm gonna buy that when it trades back into this inversion imbalance, this inversion fair value gap. So that means I want to see these gaps left open. So I'm just waiting. Then I think my stop loss will be below this bullish order block, and I would like to see these gaps left open. Baby, get it easy now. I'm gonna buy that. Oh shit. So my stop loss will be just below there. My TP there. I'll just take my first partial here, then my second partial will be there. So we have this auto block here, but I'm just gonna look at the body. I think I'm just gonna lower my risk, just to lower my risk. I'm just gonna put my stop loss just below this auto block here. We have this volume imbalance there. I don't know if you see. We have that volume imbalance. Just gonna put my stop loss just below. Now if we close above that high there with speed, then I think the lower half of that. Holy shit. It's in negative 0.40. Shit. So I want to see speed past that high. Man, I made a mistake. I entered with like huge positions. So I think I'm just gonna grab my partial when it reaches the consequent encroachment. I'm gonna grab my partials. Then and let another one running. Man, how come I didn't see that? Shit. But yeah, I wanna see speed past this high here. If I get to see that, then for me that's like telling me straight up that hey, we are really running. We are really bullish. So I'm just gonna grab my stop loss, just put it below this high here, this low I mean, just to support my risk. I'm still looking at that volume imbalance, the small imbalance there. If price fails to like close above it, oh man, it will be sort of like a risky move. So I don't wanna. But it seems like it's struggling. You see how it's struggling to close. Outside of that, that's good. That's good. I wanna see that. I wanna see that. I wanna see that. And if we actually even do close above this candle here, come on man, close above this candle man. I'd love to see us closing above that candle here, this down close candle here. I think it's kind of like delay. It's like at 0.040. Shit. Yeah, it seems to be struggling a bit. Let me just put my stop loss just below it just to be safe. Are we leaving? Are we leaving? It's a bit slow, but I'm positive that we are running for buy side. Let's go. I like that. I like that. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'd like to see us closing above this high here and with speed. I want to see speed. I want to see speed. I want to see speed. Let's go. I want to see speed. Yes. If it's possible, I'd prefer. I would like to see this being left open. I'd like to see this gap here being left open. Just for safekeeping, I'll just put my stop loss at break even just below this imbalance here, because I would like to see it respecting only the upper half of it and leaving the lower half open. And if it can, I would prefer to see it actually leaving it completely and using this imbalance here. So I'm just gonna draw my attention to this imbalance. Now if we leave this high here with speed, if I see displacement leaving this high here, then that means I'm gonna continue rallying higher. This is the consequent encroachment of that wick. So if it's supposed, like, I don't want to see this being traded back to, or leave the upper half, actually the lower half open. Maybe this might happen during the macro. I don't know. So we have a macro here. I know got our reasons, yeah. I know the meaning. I know it's the healing, baby. Don't think I'm reaching. All I got feelings in the ceiling. And I'm feeling my feelings, baby. You know we got the wrong season. I want you tomorrow. And I got stopped out. So clearly we see that the consequent encroachment is really holding price, because I wanted it to leave that zone there with speed, but anyway, it's not a problem. It's not a problem. Oh, it's crazy. How many ticks is this? Now I'm taking a buy. I have a reason why, because you see how the body closed on the upper half of this imbalance here. Yeah, I'm willing to go for another entry. Right, just love this. Now if this low here is traded back to, then I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna be I'm gonna chill. I'm not gonna trade. If we do run this lows here, I don't want to see this long being traded back to. Oh man. But like I said, I don't want to trade back to this gaps here. I don't want to see price trading back here. No problem, no problem. Keep going, keep going, keep going. So we have an imbalance here. I wanna see it leave that imbalance. This imbalance. Talk, walk. The baby, no one pops. Show me a time when I made me one off. The damn man long. But overall, I'm bullish, man. Yeah, I wanna see that. I wanna see closing above that imbalance here, so that it can become an inversion level. And I wanna see us leaving this high here with speed. I don't wanna see something like this happening here as well. But I think the market is just waiting for that macro. I'm gonna fully rehash it. I'm just gonna take my third entry here. Oh shit. Yeah, if I see speed, which is something that I want to see happening, I want to see price leaving this high here with speed alongside this high. No, I mean, yes, alongside this high here as well. So my first partial will be here. I'm gonna take one here, then see if maybe we can run up until that premium buy side liquidity. So just gonna trim my stop down to this low here, because I don't want to see us trading back to this low here. Yep, we just entered macro. I think once we pass this high here, I'm gonna throw my stop just below this inversion fair value gap. Yep, I caught myself in a consolidation. Crazy. But I'm still confident that we could actually rally higher. We might see a high price. I think, yeah, I think we might actually see that. Man, it's a bit slow. Oh man, seems like the consequent encouragement of this week here, price is really struggling to leave that area. I'm sorry. When streaming requires you to talk, man, and talk a lot, so sometimes like you become dry. Yes. Speed. I wanna see speed. I wanna see speed. I wanna see speed. Remember, I want to see speed. And I love how it induced that high. So now we have like relative equal highs. So there are those who are saying, you know what, this is probably resistance, right? So their buy stops resting above this. So I would like to see price leave this high with displacement. I'm gonna take my first partial here, here, then here. It has been over an hour. It's crazy. Has been over an hour. Seems like price really doesn't want to leave the zone here. Really doesn't want to leave it. I'm in my own lane. I go to that breach of rocks. When you get me, should it make that? Sticks. She wanna give me a baby boy. Nonetheless, as anticipated, that balance price range acted as my support. Beautiful. But now leaving that zone now, it's a problem. But because I think because it's Thursday. I'm sure to make it. Sure to make that. Yeah, we really are having a slow day, man. We are really having a slow day. But yeah, man. I don't know, man. It's just so much resistance up here. So much resistance here, man. So much resistance. However, though, I only want us to leave this high here with displacement. I want us to leave. Come on. Yeah, just Just gonna trim my stop just below this low here. If it takes me out, it takes me out. I don't have a problem. Because clearly you can see how it's struggling to close above that, above this high here. I don't like that. Yeah, I wanna see speed. I'm tired, man. I think I'll just take out one contract here. Then just break away. If it takes me out, it takes me out. Because it seems like it wants to play around this high here. And I don't want that. Let's go. My second partial over here. That short-term high on the 50-minute time frame. It's a slow day. It's a slow day. Slow but profitable. Slow but profitable. I think I can remove this. It's cool. I think just to protect my profits, my stop will be just below this bullish order block. It's a slow day, man. It's a slow day. Profitable but slow day. For me, I think if we reach 12 a.m. Eastern time, without reaching my target, I think I'm just gonna take what the market gave me. Man. to cook. It's time to cook. Now if we close above that high, that's good. That's good. I wanna see that. I don't wanna see us returning back to this low here. What I'm saying is I don't wanna see the body closing back inside that high. Man, I should exercise more. Sitting down for over an hour, it's crazy business. Jeez. It's a slow market. I don't like slow markets. I love being in situations like this where I just see liquidity and be in that liquidity. I think for me here, it didn't offer me an entry. It's cool. Because I wanted to buy below the 10 a.m. open. But you see what I was talking about? Open, low, a high, which is this high here, close. Then this is the 11 a.m. new candle. Just that single candle in jade, that what 10 a.m. candle, you can trade that one candle and look for possible entry, because I've seen that during that time there are a lot of entries, especially during the macro. Now I think I'll just take another partial, because yeah, then first partial here, then the second one here, then I'm done. Like I said, this is not something that I wanted to see the market doing, but because it's also approaching the lunch hour, uh, even if it takes me out, man, I'm done. I'm just gonna call it a day. Just gonna call it a day. Because I am so tired. I am so tired, man. I am so tired. So Yeah, this is definitely a high resistance liquidity market. And now I'm gonna call it a day. I'm gonna call it a day. Um, I'm gonna call it a day. I'm gonna call it a day. I think for me, I'm just too exhausted now. I don't wanna be in this situation, so take me out already. Yep. And it is what it is. But then, the most important part is that we traded back into that balance price range, and we started seeing that strong delivery of price starting over in buy side. I thought maybe I could catch it here and sit that high, but entries came late. But even though they came late, did it offer me like 40 points? Of course it did. 40 points. Yes, that's my bread and butter. 1:2 ratio. Then yeah, you call it a day. So even though it was a high resistant liquidity run, but the fact that we got our fill, and our predictions were correct, man. Something to be happy about. The market did as anticipated. uh I'm just gonna call it a day now, man. Even my throat is hurting now because of talking a lot, because I've been talking since early hours, so I'm really exhausted. But yeah, we're gonna call it a day. uh I hope everyone joins the Discord, man. If you're not yet on the Discord, join me so that we can trade together. Watch me trade live every day from Monday to Friday. Let's build a community, man. Let's build a community. So for now, cheers.